promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pan.
And welcome. You are tuned into my weekly talk radio show called Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa every Tuesday at naturally high noon out of the Sunset Gower Studios in Hollywood, California with Universal Broadcasting Network TV and radio, and every Thursday and Saturday on my syndicated CNBC News Radio channel, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and now everywhere syndicated on iHeartRadio. And this is a show about hope and happiness. So there's no gossip, no scandal, and no K words, no Kardashian talk at all. In fact, there's no tea talk either. We're not going there. So because I want to balance out all of the CNN, all the constantly negative news with good news. So I have guests and topics that affirm hope and happiness. So I am welcoming you to the show if you're a first-time listener or you've tuned in all 275 weeks consecutive on this show. Welcome to you. I do want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. And as per usual, if you've missed any of my fun shows with Marianne from Gilligan's Island to Nitro from the American Gladiators, go to my YouTube channels and share. My YouTube views are now over 97,000 thanks to you and your support. And for those of you who don't know what share means, or if you think I almost said a bad word, I'm going to teach you something today that I teach my students normally at the beginning of class. So I teach balanced Tai Chi Gong, which is a combination between Tai Chi and Qigong. And the right hand in martial arts, Tai Chi, is usually the fighting hand. So I ask you to close your fighting hand to show that you come in peace. And you hold the peace and you bring it down by heart chakra and you do a little bow anytime you want to acknowledge anyone in your life and say xie, which is Mandarin for thank you, or my Chinese namaste instead of namaste. So there's your lesson to start the show. And I am going to give a piece out to my new listeners after my leadership talk at GCCCD in San Diego. They were kind enough to summarize my session with a hashtag slam dunk. And thanks for all of the birthday wishes this last week. It has been awesome. My daughters took me on the train the day before my presentation and had a blast shopping in Solano Beach and then went to Del Mar. So thank you. And I love you girls. Thank you so much for your beautiful poem and words of love. If you want to see those, just go to my go to my Facebook and you can see all of that. Also, excellent customer service. Shout outs to Jonathan, my Uber driver. All the folks on Amtrak, especially the ones that sang me happy birthday, and the Doubletree Hilton. Now, today, we are on the second week of the month. It's one of my favorite shows. It's the call-in show where I get to be Dr. Marissa, the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura. Thanks to my show producer, Jarvis Essex. You get to sign in ahead of time so you don't have to wait on hold. And it's a time for us to, I give advice that I don't use. Sometimes I do use it to help you balance your life tires and smog check your thinking. Your stinking thinking. If you have any questions or have missed any of the shows, I go from body image to bullying to jobs and career. Just go to my YouTube, the playlist called Balance. All right, and it's time for our first caller. So who do we have here? I'd like to welcome Tracy from New Jersey. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Dr. Marissa. How are you?
I am.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. And happy is how I am, and happy is where we're going to try to get you a little bit happier, if that's possible. Yeah. And so the first thing I'd like you to do is put your feet on the ground and palms up in your lap, unless you're driving. Gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath in through the nose. And releasing all the stories and the drama. Another deep breath in, connecting with me through chi, eternal energy. And when you're ready, open your eyes. nice. I can feel you. My fingers are tingling. On a scale of 1 to 10, let's look at a couple categories in your life. In the category of relationships, how would you rate your relationships in your life on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being not so great, 10 being fabulous.
I would say my relationships are probably like a 7, so I think we're fine
Okay.
there.
All right. Let's move to the category of health and well-being. Scale of 1 to 10. Same scale.
Yeah, I think I'm right, like at maybe a 4 or 5
All
there.
right. And last category, job and career. Same scale.
Yeah, I would probably put that as like an 8.
Oh, okay. So we know where we're going. We're going to do health and well-being. So why do you think the number is not at an 8? What would have to change for you to rate your health and well-being at 8?
Well, I've been having quite a few health challenges for maybe a couple of years now, and I remember listening to a show that you did with a lady that you guys were talking about glandular health. I think there was like a book you guys were talking, and she was like a sexpert or something. And you didn't talk about it very much, but I ended up buying the book, and I got in touch with, my glandular system through that book, The Tao of Sexology.
Okay.
And I am challenged with thyroid issues. My thyroid is low, and I understand that the thyroid is the master gland. And so, I know that you're not an MD, and so I'm not calling for medical advice, but I know that part of my health issue is that I've kind of done a number on myself with my mind concerning, just issues that have arisen in my life that I've been, maybe down in my spirit about. Mm-hmm. And I kind of just lingered too long in the low mood areas of my
low vibration.
Keeping a low, a low vibration in the air, concerning like, just things that made me unhappy, losses that I've suffered. And I just kind of want to break that habit of kind of letting feeling down be my go-to direction that I go in with my emotions, because I know now that I have really been tearing myself down with that kind of feeling and thinking about, and that's probably the biggest culprit as to, my health issues. And if I did that with my mind in the wrong direction, I'd like to do that with my mind in the right direction. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Great awareness. Congratulations. You're halfway there, because you have acknowledged and owned that you are keeping yourself in a low vibration place. And we all know now it's not a hypothesis. There's data from medical research that how we believe and think and where we are vibrationally, energetically, can impact our health. So if you are down in the dumps, as you say, your body will also mirror that down in the dumps. And the longer you're there, and the more you wallow in it, and the more you marinate in it, and the more you ruinade in it, then guess what? You stay there. And then there's habits that form. And so I'm not surprised that your body, the good news is, you ready, Tracy? Your body is telling you enough. Okay, so that's all the indications, the thyroid levels, the glandular. The good news is your body saying, "Hello, we need a change. Can we stop this?" Yes. Okay, so you get that. So that we can really make this relevant and exact without the entire scenario, but I know that your critic and your sad one, the voices in your head that keep you in that low vibration, tell me what they say. I miss them so much. Why did they have to go? It's not fair. Why do all the good ones go? I can't do something without them. I really wish they were still here. Does any of that ring true?
Well, I think more for me, I've been very sedentary and I've just kind of been glued to the mattress. Like, I take a long time to get my day started because I just feel so overwhelmed with as much as I have to do. And I talk myself out of doing things that I know I need to get done. Taking things off of my to-do list feels like such a daunting task. It just feels like I just feel so weighed down with so many things to do, and every day I'll let something else slip away from me and either partially do it or don't get it done or wait until the last part of the week, and I'm back in overwhelm and not getting it done because I struggle with feeling alone. And I think there's a difference between alone and lonely. Like I would love to have a small team of people that I could call in and they'd roll up their sleeves with me and do things, but everybody's doing their own thing, so it's not always easy to recruit others. And so I feel alone and overwhelmed with a very long to-do list of things, and then I just get sedentary again.
Right. So let's this question just came at me for you, which is, why are you punishing yourself?
What did I say that sounded like punishment? Although I do feel beat up. I do.
Yeah. So why? What about what has happened?
I think I'm just beating myself up with how long I've been like this. I feel a little guilty about how long I've been like this.
Okay. Well, guilt is not a paying job. And would you say that you've been feeling guilty for a long time?
Yeah, and it's made me exhausted.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
So you know that we can stop like right now.
Yes, please.
Okay. So raise your right hand.
Right hand up.
I, Tracy.
I, Tracy.
Choose not to.
Choose not to.
Be in guilt.
Be in guilt.
From this point forward.
From this point forward.
I have punished.
Amen.
I have punished myself.
I have punished myself.
Enough.
Enough, Tracy. Enough.
Enough. I am looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to.
Loving myself.
Loving myself.
And acting on my own behalf.
And acting on my own behalf.
And
That's
so it
good,
is.
Dr. Marissa.
And so it is. Okay, so here's what's going on. So you have a couple of voices in your head. One saying, you got to do this, 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 and this. And when you do those things, then things will get better. Yeah? And you start off like that. Yeah. Right?
It does.
And before you go to tomorrow's a new day, and we're going to do it. And then you wake up, and then you say that, and then you have another voice that says, I don't feel like it.
Yep.
I don't want to. You're not the boss of me, and it's too late.
Yep.
And it won't do any good anyways, and you might as well give up because it's not going to make a difference.
Oh, my God. You're in my head. You're so in my head right now.
I love when that gets said. So, so you've got your critic going and you've got your brat going, okay?
Yes.
And they're at war in your head. So I want you to grow, because with your right hand, you made the oath with your balance center Tracy. So BCT is balance center Tracy. So I want you to name your critic. Your critic's name is? Who was very hard on you when you grew up?
I just want to call her a nuisance.
A nuisance?
Can we just call her a nuisance?
Yes, we can call her Nancy. Sounds like nuisance, okay? So Nancy is the one who's critic. Now, be careful not to get critic mixed up with balance center Tracy, because balance center Tracy is saying, you can do it. We've got, doable stuff on here. It doesn't matter if we don't get it all done, but we can make a difference. Okay, so that's balance center, Tracy. Nancy is the one saying, don't bother because it's not going to make a difference. You're a loser. You're a failure. It's never going to, work anyways. Okay, so that's nuisance or Nancy. Okay, the brat. Who's bratty in your life?
Me.
Okay.
I'm the brat.
Okay, but you can't use your Tracy because that's balance center Tracy. So you've got a very strong brat, and her name is. Give me a name. Beulah. Beulah the brat.
Sounds bossy. Beulah sounds bossy.
Okay, give me another one then. How about Brenda? Brenda the brat. My brat's name's Agnes. I think that's
Brittany.
Brittany. Oh,
Brittany's
that's
our brat.
a good one. So Brittany is your brat, and Brittany's the one saying, "No, I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I want to stay in bed. It's easier this way." And all of the reasons why I deserve to stay in bed. Okay?
Oh,
so,
you sound just like her.
Yeah. So Brittany has been driving your life car, and she's driving it off of a cliff. Now, you could, and this is balance-centered Tracy, has to learn how to talk to both of them. So my suggestion is to start in the morning, and you're going to, as balance-centered Tracy, the first thing you're going to do is just stop the way I asked you to stop at the beginning and just breathe. And you do the 2 minutes of breathing, and that's your connection to the universe, the friendly universe, whose energy you and I are connected to right now with the connection, right? We breathe together, and you're feeling me, and I'm feeling you, and we're connected. You connect that same way with an energy source. I call it my universal power source, my UPS man. And he delivers every morning when I pray and meditate. So you start the day with that connection. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to say God. You don't have to go to church. I'm just acknowledging that we are all 7.3 billion of us connected to something that's bigger than us. That's absolutely incredible. Okay? And I choose to believe that way because it just feels better, and then I don't get so tired. So you plug in with the breathing, and then you actively be grateful. So I want 8 things that you're grateful for. So you sound like you're a fun person, you're a caring person, you are capable, okay? You have a track record, you've done things before, you've accomplished things before, you're easy to get along with, you are fun.
Saying those things about what I've been learning, because I think I heard you mention that you teach Tai Chi, and I recently purchased a Tai Chi video by a very popular, very well-known kind of Tai Chi guru. I think his first name is Kenneth, but I can't think of his last name right now.
Okay, well, I won't yell at you for not buying mine, but that's okay.
I apologize. I found out about him through a friend who swore by him when she was pregnant. And then I also recently got a hold to a book called The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzman, and he's the guy that the Searching for Bobby Fischer movie was written about.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
He also is a Tai Chi master. And turned it into martial arts and championship.
So you've already started. You're on your way. And if you've just tuned in and you're wondering who I'm talking to right now, I'm talking to Tracy from New Jersey. It is Call-In Tuesday, live out of the Sunset Gower Studios on Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Just in case, just wanted to do the identification. So now, Tracy, what I want you to do, though, is I want you to be kind and thank your critic and thank your brat for keeping you, alive. Basically, they've kept you alive. You're not going to scold them. You're not going to tell them they're wrong because they'll just act up that way. But I want you to strengthen your own ability to act on your own behalf. And how do you do that? You do that 15 minutes at a time. You say, I would like to get ready in half the time that it usually takes me. All right? And your critic will say, I don't think you can do it. Or the brat will say, no, I don't feel like it. And you'll say, thank you very much. critic, you've been working overtime. Please have a seat on the passenger seat. And lovely Brittany, you get to ride shotgun or in the back seat, because you know what? You got to be tired. You've been working overtime, and we've had a lot of time staying in bed, and that time's over, and I would like to live my life now. I'd like to take us all out on a date. I'd like to take us out on something that you want to do. So what's a good goal for you that if you do 30 consecutive days and follow what your balance center Tracy maps out as a realistic goal, after 30 days, where can you take your brat that your brat likes to go?
Swimming and hiking.
Okay. Swimming and hiking. So that's your 30 so you get a calendar, and every day you mark off, was I able to do 88% of the things that I put on my list? So the list has to be realistic, no more than 8 things on your list, and you just do things 15 minutes at a time. Put a resume together is not one thing on your list, because that takes more than one try. Everything is 15 minutes at a time. So give me some things that you want to put on your list that you would like to have as a goal.
Well, I think it's quite interesting that you would suggest a 15-minute time frame, because I think I heard from a writer, I want to say T.D. Jakes, who said that if you write 15 minutes at a time, before you know it, you'll have a book. And I've been wanting to start a blog, so I need to get it out of my head.
Yep.
And 15 minutes worth of writing would be perfect.
Yeah, perfect. So you can do that on email and hit save draft. Okay, so 15 minutes of that. 15 minutes. How long does it usually take you to get up and out?
Oh my God, that's up in the air, because I get distracted.
Okay. All right. So you put a checklist down of every single thing you need to do to get out the door. Okay. So that's your homework.
If I'm focused, I can, like 30 minutes.
Okay. So here's the deal. Your balance center Tracy, her new song is called Focus. So you're going to focus, and it is, okay, Brittany, focus. Nancy, focus. And it takes practice. Your weakest voice, your weakest muscle is acting on your own behalf. So you're just going to practice it, and practice, if you practice for 21 days in a row, it will become a habit. You've been practicing not doing that for probably more than 21 days. So it takes contrary action. It takes another force going the opposite way. And just go easy, right? So the first day you only get 4 done. That's okay. The next day you get 5 done. It's okay. I'm starting again trying, push-ups and sit-ups. I do them, and at 5 it starts being uncomfortable. I go, okay, tomorrow I'll do 6. The next day I'll do 7. So it's just a go easy in that momentum towards what you want. Because
that's really cool too that you would say that, because in New Jersey, everything is really just flat, and I know I called it hiking because I really want to learn to jog. So I call it hiking to make myself feel more powerful, because I'm not jogging yet, but I'm on my way. So
yes, you are.
People have been saying to me that I should walk and run a little bit, and so I call it hiking because it makes me sound stronger.
Yeah, and you are strong. And your critic is so strong that everything is telling you how you don't know enough. You need to know more. You need to learn more. You need to do more. Just back off, Nancy.
Yes.
So that's your balance center, Tracy. I'm talking as you. Just go easy. Do the best that you can. I want you to write this down. Have I done the best that I can with the time that I have and the resources I have?
Oh, that's good. Have I
Done the best that I can with the time that I have and the resources I have 88% of the time.
Have I done the best that I can?
I love your accent, by the way. Very Josie. Have I done the best that I can with the time that I have and the resources I have?
Time.
You sound like my Aunt Penny and my Aunt Ethel.
I have. With the time that I have, and what was the rest?
The resources I have.
And the resources.
So that's going to go on a Post-it by your nightstand.
That's what I'm writing it on. Oh, my God.
By the side of your bed, and you're going to read that, and you're going to say yes, no matter what. Balanced Centered Tracy is going to say yes, no matter what, for the next 21 days, because we don't want your critic to get in there. And then the last thing to do is I want you to pivot into a better feeling thought. So anytime you are thinking something that does not make you feel good, okay, so don't look at your thyroid numbers. Don't talk about your thyroid. Don't talk about your glands. Don't talk about anything that doesn't make you feel good. Do you understand me, Balanced Centered Tracy?
Yes, ma'am. I get that. Yeah.
So anytime you
I like that. Pivot. Pivot? Is that what you said?
Yes, pivot. Do not just turn the other way. Turn to a better feeling thought. That I mix that.
Basketball players do that,
yes,
right? Don't
yes,
they do.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. So you're
okay.
Yeah. So
I dated a few of them, so yeah, I could do that.
Good. So you're gonna go Nike. You're gonna go Nike on me, and it's just do it. Got it?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
And Jarvis is giving me the time. So I am going to wish you well. I'm going to put you on a check-in with me. Let's give you 3 months. So check back in with me in 3 months and see how we're doing. I want you to practice every day. I want you to go to my Facebook on Dr. Marissa and give me the finger. Give me a thumbs up so that, you know, and you can, you know, message me or say another day gone or another week gone, because I really want this to work for you. Okay?
Thank you. Yes. Okay.
Beautiful. Peace and blessings to you. Thanks for being on the show, Tracy. All righty. And it is that time for our sponsors to make the show possible. We will be back with more callers on Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa. I'll be back in 2 and 2. Peace in and peace out. Okay, jazz lovers, it's time to celebrate life with a Catalina Island weekend getaway with jazz greats like Rick Braun, Richard Elliott, Manhattan Transfer, Take 6, Gerald Albright, and Norman Brown. Don't miss the 31st Jazz Tracks Festival at the beautiful Avalon Casino on Catalina Island 2 weekends, October 12th and 19th. Tickets are selling out fast, so go to jazztracks.com. That's jazztracks with an X.com today. Do you live in Southern California? Want a great car wash with an instant discount? Want to save big on a car detail? Then mention Dr. Marissa at the Cypress Car Spa for up to $40 off of a professional detail package and any $4 off any wash. Cypress Car Wash is located at the corner of Valley View and Cerritos, 6000 Cerritos Avenue. So get ready to save. Mention Dr. Marissa at Cypress Car Spa and save today. And we are back. And yes, please do join me. I will be at Jazz Track Catalina Island this year, even though a lot of people saw me on TV with the Long Beach Jazz Festival. This year I am covering the Jazz Track, so please do meet me there in October. Tickets are selling out, and I am doing an Asian Oprah giveaway at the end of the show with some jazz tickets. So listen to the end to find out how. As well, It's raining today in Southern California. Tomorrow you will want to go and get a car wash at the Cypress Car Spa. Greg was kind enough to offer discounts, $4 off any car wash. So there's no excuse. Use me and my name, Dr. Marissa, at the Cypress Car Spa. And we are ready for caller number 2, who is calling in from one of my favorite places on the planet, San Francisco. Welcome, Dee Dee, to the show.
Hi, how are you?
I am happy, thank you. And we're going to start by connecting. If you could put your feet on the ground, your palms up, and eyes gently closed, taking a deep breath in with me. And releasing. Soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. Good. And another deep breath in. And releasing all the stories and the drama. And one more deep breath in, connecting with me through Chi eternal energy. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, Dee Dee, looking at your health and well-being category of your life, how would you rate it? 0 or 1 being not that great and 10 being fabulous. Where are you in health and well-being?
I'd say 7.
7. Fabulous.
Pretty good. Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah,
awesome.
room for
Let's
improvement.
celebrate. All right. And the category of relationships, where would you put your number?
I would say, well, maybe 5.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
last but not least, job and career. Where would you put that number?
I would say 5 to that as well.
All right. So it's a choice. What would you like to talk about? Which category?
Which category? I know that it's, let's see, let me just pick one. We'll go with career, job and career.
Great. What would it look like to get that number up? What is missing?
Consistency, passion, direction.
Okay, pretty clear on that. So you have a
Yeah.
job now. You have a job now.
I do contract work.
Okay.
So yeah, and I have some other opportunities that have presented themselves, and there's also my own desire to work for myself, my own entrepreneurial things. So I feel like I have a lot of things that I can do,
Yep.
and a lot of things that I am good at.
Yeah, that's great.
But I feel like I don't know what to put that energy to. I feel like in the past I've put a lot of energy towards other people's projects, and I'm wanting to, focus on my own and my own stuff, but I'm just not sure exactly where to start, and that I recognize that I have believed more in other people's stuff than my own things. So I want to get rid of that and,
Right.
Get to the steps that I need to take to do what I need to do.
Fabulous. So, let's see. Where would I like to go, or where am I being told to go with this? So the easiest way to move into something different is to love where you are. So a lot of people hate their job, they hate what they're doing, and they want to do something else. And that's the worst way to move into something new, because you can't get get there from here, if I'm to use Esther and Jerry Hicks' law of attraction. So the quickest way, and we're going to do this now, what do you like and what do you love about what you do now?
And I feel like the easier way to answer that is like I really love everything. It's just that it's not consistent, and I'd rather be doing it for myself.
Okay.
So I don't like hate. It's what I'm doing is still not a typical 9 to 5. So I've created what I'm currently doing, but it's just not. I want more, and it's from I want to be doing what I've been doing in a sales and marketing way, but for myself.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you how many hours a day do you work for in that capacity?
On average, 4 or 5.
4 or 5, okay.
But it kind of depends. Yeah, it depends on the project, and
okay.
Sometimes, but on average, that, yeah.
Okay. So the other 4 or 5, what do you do?
I'm new to the area where I work, to the Bay, so exploring, and finishing a master's degree as well.
Oh, good. Good. So you're in school. Okay. So you are acting on your own behalf that way. So so the good news is sky's the limit. And there are so many possibilities. There's so many things that could pop up. All you need to do is to be in a place where you can see the opportunity. Okay? And the way you can see it is staying in your openness. So there's certain statements that will help you stay in that, and there are certain statements that will keep you from being in that place. Okay? So do you have an hour to spare every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
perfect.
make an hour for sure. Yeah.
Perfect. So you're going to have a play hour, and it's your inspiration hour, and it's going to be called my See What Happens hour. There's no goal, there's nothing to do except play in.
See what happens.
Exactly. You're going to be in a playground of infinite possibility.
That's really interesting, because I do that when I find myself irritated and I'm frustrated, or in a place of just like, I'm just irritated and I don't know why.
Yes.
I just say that I'm not going to do anything, and I'll like get a glass of wine and I'll paint, or I'll play the piano, or like I'll just do whatever I feel like doing.
Good. And that's very good. And that's exactly what you do. Okay. So you're aware that you're not in a high vibrating place. You're in a low vibrating place. So you pivot and you do something different to get yourself in that high vibrating. And then I want you to sit at the computer. So once you get yourself in that place, and so if you have any thoughts that say it's really the economic environment is really bad, I don't know why I'm getting this master's, I don't know if it's going to help, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, there's not a lot of jobs out there, I'm tired of working for somebody else, I wish somebody would work for me the way that I work for them. I see all those statements keep you low. Okay, so if you're thinking that way and you're saying those things, get them out and get them gone. Okay, so you can write them down, you can type them, hit save draft, and then delete. So you need to make sure that when you're sitting at Christina, I call it Christina because my niece works for Google, so we do Christina Play, not Google Play, but that's your playground. So what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself in that place, and once you're in that place, you sit with the search bar. Your search bar is your best friend. We're so lucky. We are so lucky now that we have everything at our fingertips. And you just sit down and you put things like marketing. You put things like international marketing. You put things like San Francisco marketing. You put things like marketing play. You put things like a master's in play, or a master's in what you're doing, and high paying jobs in blank. And you just play.
Well, what's been coming up, I've done that. What keeps coming up for me is mediation. Okay. Which is something I'm not even familiar with, but I've apparently been doing. Okay. So I'm very intrigued for you to. That's interesting.
Yeah. And then you just follow that impulse. So you have that. It's like, oh, that sounds interesting, and then go explore that. I bet you there's a mediation place that's looking for volunteers to help, and they'll train you in the kind of mediation process that they do. I'm sure of it in San Francisco. And I know you're going to find it, and you're going to come back and go, you were right. Because there's so many opportunities. There's so much fun out there. There's so many good jobs. There's so many inspiring things that you get to do. There's so many places that is perfect for your fit in your qualities and your gifts and your talents. So when you're there, that's when you're going to see it. You're going to be walking down in your exploration phase, and you're going to get an impulse to turn right. And you're going to turn right. It may be like complete what? And you're just going to do it. And then you'll see a poster on the wall, or you're going to see a help wanted, or you're going to see volunteers needed, or you're going to see something, and you're going to go, "Oh, let me check that out." And then you're going to, and then maybe you'll go to have a coffee and you end up sitting beside someone, or you go to the bathroom and you're waiting in line with someone else, and you just don't know. That's how things happen. That's the magic of life. That is the joyride of life that all of us can get on if we want, if we choose to get on it. But in order to do that, you have to stop the thoughts that keep us in that low vibrating place. That's it. So I don't want to hear anymore, I don't want to work for someone else's dreams, because that's a low negative motivation place. I want you to say, and it's the same thing, I can't wait to work for my dreams. Do you see the difference?
Yep.
Okay. So we can just drop the negativity. We can just, okay, yes, I am Pollyanna. I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for it, because it just makes me feel better. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be in life, is a good feeling, an instrument of peace and a channel of love. That's what I want. So why would I put all the blockages in the way of things that are not that way? Because the law of attraction says, it's just like gravity, it works whether we believe it or not, that if I focus on what I want, I get more of that. When people talk to me and they are complaining and they are wishing that they were somewhere else. I actually have a woman who messages me on Facebook, and she has a litany of things that are going wrong in her life, and she wants me to help. And I told her, I cannot help you. I don't have the time to help you, and I know she doesn't have the money energy to pay me to coach her. So what I did with her is said, you know what? I'm happy to hear from you, but only the good stuff. And she started doing that. And it's amazing. She's now planting gardens. She's feeling better. She's gotten opportunities where she didn't have before. She's painting. So it works, but the discipline is in the choice of focus. It really, it's a discipline. It's not easy. It's really not easy. I don't, beyond, saying I'm praying for you or I'm breathing you the best, I let people make their choices, because I can't force them to do something they don't want to do, because it just drags me down. And I am no good to anyone if I'm drugged out. Trust me, it ain't pretty. Ask my daughters. So that's what I'd like you to do. And I promise that if you get that muscle going, that's your balance center DD, you get that strengthened up, and you leave your critic there that's just constantly saying, you're better than this, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be helping other people, you should be, that's negative motivation from your critic. You say, thank you very much, but I know what our dreams are, and we're working towards that. And an hour a day we get to play. Okay? And then the brat that says, no, I'd rather just go and go to a bar and waste my time and go make fun of people while they come in. And you say, thank you very much, brat. That's not what we're doing either, because it's not lifting. It's not a lifting activity. I'm going to play the piano. I'm going to go take a walk. I am going to take an inspired walk. You get me? You're there. You know it. I'm just affirming what you already know and encouraging you with a gentle kick in the heart. No.
Yeah. This is, and it's funny because I was thinking, I don't know what I need to like discuss, because I kind of have some ideas, but honestly, like I currently live in Oakland, but have been considering and wanting to live in San Francisco. So it's really funny that you introduced me as living in San Francisco.
Yep.
But it's just like this voice that says, that's crazy, but it's like, I can't explain it, but there's a feeling that's there.
And go with that feeling. It will be there.
Yeah.
Just look for it. Yes?
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Dee Dee from San Francisco, soon to be. Thanks for calling in, darling.
You.
Check in again.
Okay.
All righty. That was fun. I just love doing call-ins. They are my favorite. No, I shouldn't say favorite show, because then my other guests wouldn't be very happy that I said that. But I do love it, because I never know what's going to get downloaded and out of my mouth. And just so you know, if you think I'm running my mouth, I always say before a call-in show, speak through me, don't let me get in the way, and let the words be thine and the voice be mine. And it's always good, because I got nothing to do with it, and we all have access to that. And if it sounds like I'm being a little more woo-woo, I definitely, this year after my birthday, I've decided that I want to balance myself a little more. Yeah, it's never too late. And I know that I'm really strong in my head, and I lead with my thoughts, and I've cognitively done a lot. But it's time for me to come from the heart. And that is what I claimed in at the choir. I didn't talk about pleasure or bedrooms this time on my birthday to claim. I claimed love. I want to be in, through, as, and completely smothered, and a channel of love for this next year. That's what I'm claiming, and I'm claiming it on the air, so it's going to come true. It is that time at the end of the show where we do, I invite you to step up to my balance bar and find out how you can balance with me. And it's also the time where I give my Asian Oprah giveaways. So today I'm giving 2 Sunday, actually no, we'll just do one full weekend. The second weekend for the Jazz Tracks Festival. So go to www.jazztrackswithanx.com and take a look. Huge lineup of jazz greats. I'm giving one complete weekend. I think it's like I don't know, hundreds of dollars it's worth. I didn't check out the value. So the first person to go to drmarissa.tv will be the one who gets that free ticket. So please do that, and I would love to give that to you. The balance tip for today, day 15 for the 21-day fast from complaining with Dr. Marissa. Much complaining stems from our critic in our heads that incessantly chants the woulda, shoulda, couldas, especially loud in many women who think they are less attractive, less smart, and more heavy than they actually are. Many men, on the other hand, seem to think they're better looking, more buff, and have more hair than they actually do. So today, have a guy day and don't complain. That's from my 52 card. Pick me up, Stacking the Deck for Life. Balance with Dr. Marissa. If you'd like your own copy of that, or to join the fast, it's not too late, and you can do 21 days consecutive without complaining. You'll win a free pack at the number 4balance.org. And as usual, all proceeds from all of my Balance products go to my piecework around the planet. This Saturday, I'll be preparing scholarship winners for the AWE, the Asian Women Entrepreneurs Annual Luncheon. I'm grateful to have received the Business Person of the Year Lotus Award back in 2014 from them. If you'd like to join me on September 15th for a very worthy cause, fundraising scholarships for Asian women who really would like a better life than just having to work in areas that they'll get nasal infections. I had one woman be able to go back to school so she didn't have to work at the salon anymore. Please go to aweusa.org to register. And next week, I have in studio another fellow faculty from CEO Space International, the largest entrepreneurial university, #1 by Forbes and Inc. magazine, who's been to hell and back, also known as jail, And all because he cooperated with the authorities. Aaron Scott Young will be live next week to explain why everything happens for a good reason. He's the unshackled guy, and he will be in studio. So please do tune it in one more time to take my advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa Pay. That's P for positive, EI. And remember, it's all about balance. Peace in and peace out.
Stardate August 17th. The B-57 Canberra has been taking to the skies since the Korean War. Today, only 3 of the aircraft remain.